A woman is bleeding out. Nobody knows her blood type. The next bag could decide whether she lives. Choose the right bag, and her heart may keep beating. Choose the wrong one, and her own immune system can attack the very blood sent to save her. One blood type can rescue almost anyone, yet almost no one can rescue its owner. Another can receive red cells from everyone. And one is so rare that finding a match may require an international search. Every blood type has a hidden superpower. Every superpower has a price. By the end, we will reveal which type is the strongest, which is the most useful, and which may be the most dangerous to possess. When doctors do not know who is bleeding in front of them, O-negative red cells are often the first choice. They carry no A marker, no B marker, and no Rh-D marker. That makes them the emergency master key. A car crash, a battlefield, an unconscious patient with no medical record. O-negative can buy the team the time they need, but the master key comes with a brutal weakness. An O-negative patient can normally receive red cells only from another O-negative donor. In the United States, only about 7% of people have the type, so your blood can help almost everyone. But more than 90% of people cannot return the favor. That is the O-negative paradox. It is the greatest emergency donor and one of the most restricted recipients. And the next type made the exact opposite deal. A B-positive red cells carry A, B, and Rh-D markers. That means their red cells usually go only to another AB-positive patient. But when an AB-positive person needs red cells, nearly every door opens. They can receive from all 8 familiar blood types. O-negative is the universal rescuer. AB-positive is the universal survivor. One can give to almost everyone, but receive from almost no one. The other can receive from almost everyone but give red cells to almost no one. Then the rules flip again. A B-negative is the rarest of the 8 standard blood types in the United States. Its red cells are useful to a small group of patients, but its plasma is a different story. A B plasma carries neither anti-A nor anti-B antibodies. That makes it the universal donor plasma. Its red cells are restricted. Its plasma can help almost anyone. That is why AB negative is not simply rare. It is a paradox. Before we continue, drop your blood type in the comments. Then come back after the final ranking and see whether your type ended up as a hero, a survivor, or one of the rare specialists. O-positive is not the exotic blood type. It is the workhorse. It is the most common type in the United States, and its red cells can be given to every positive group. That covers a huge share of the patients walking into hospitals every day. But O-positive can receive only O-positive or O-negative red cells. And type O carries another advantage that may reach back into one of humanity's oldest battles. In severe falciparum malaria, infected red cells can stick to healthy cells and form dangerous clusters. Type O cells form these clusters less easily, which is linked to a lower risk of severe disease. That sounds like a win, but evolution rarely gives a gift without sending a bill. Type O also tends to have lower levels of proteins that help blood clot. That is linked to fewer dangerous venous clots. But in the wrong situation, it can also mean more bleeding. The same blood may be harder to block inside a vein and harder to stop outside one. Protection in one crisis, exposure in another. And from this point on, every safety net you thought you had starts disappearing. The final blood type in this ranking is so hard to replace that some people store their own blood years before they ever need it. But first, we have to pass through the rare specialists. Type A blood plays both sides of a line most people never even see. A positive can receive from A and O donors, positive or negative. A negative has fewer options, but its red cells can help both positive and negative A or AB patients. That makes A negative a bridge across the Rh divide. The larger biological trade-off is clotting. Compared with type O, non-O blood groups tend to carry higher average levels of clotting proteins, such as von Willebrand factor. Think of it as a faster repair crew. When a blood vessel breaks, that can help seal the damage. But if the same machinery builds a clot where no wound exists, the repair crew becomes the threat. That is the double edge of type A. Better prepared to stop bleeding in one moment, more vulnerable to an unwanted clot in another. Type B lives inside a much smaller compatibility circle. B positive can receive from B and O donors, while B negative can receive only B negative or O negative red cells. For most people, that sounds like a line on a chart. For a patient waiting for B negative blood, it can become the only line that matters. B negative donors are scarce. Their red cells can help B and AB patients on both sides of the Rh divide, which makes every compatible unit unusually valuable. The superpower is precision. The weakness is scarcity. Most people will never understand how important a rare donor is until the hospital shelf is empty, and that donor is the only match left. And now we leave the familiar 8. Rh negative usually means one major Rh marker. Rhd is missing. Rh-null is different. Every Rh antigen is absent, not one flag missing. The entire flagpole is gone. Rh-null is among the rarest blood phenotypes ever found. Only a small number of active donors are available worldwide. For patients with antibodies against common Rh antigens, Rh-null blood can be extraordinary. A unit may need to cross borders to reach the right person. That is why people call it golden blood. But gold is dangerous to carry inside your veins. If someone with Rh-null needs a transfusion, compatible blood may be almost impossible to find. Doctors may advise them to store their own blood in advance. The missing Rh proteins can also make the red cells more fragile. So the rarest blood in the world is not simply powerful. It is a biological trap. Its value to medicine rises at the same time as its danger to the person carrying it. So, who wins? The answer looks obvious. It is not. For saving an unknown patient in an emergency, O negative takes the crown. For receiving red cells, AB positive has the greatest advantage. For plasma donation, AB is the universal hero. For keeping everyday hospital supplies moving, O positive is the workhorse. For rare patients, a negative and B negative can become irreplaceable. And for sheer rarity, medical value, and danger to its owner, Rh-null stands alone. But if we have to name one overall winner, the answer depends on which side of the needle you are on. As a donor, O negative is the hero. As a patient who needs red cells, AB positive has the widest options. And Rh-null may be the most extraordinary blood to possess, but also the one that can leave its owner most exposed. Your blood type is not a horoscope. It does not decide your personality or your future, but it can decide who can safely give you red cells, who can receive yours, and how quickly a hospital can find the match that keeps you alive. Now, look at the blood types in the comments. If yours is O negative, almost none of those people could give you red cells. Your blood can help almost everyone, while almost no one can return the favor. That is the story we investigate next.